Hey YouTube, this is your girl Ebony coming to you live and direct. Just want to talk to you about a couple of things really quick. First off is just like a slight makeup tutorial for those of us who do not really wear makeup, and my fake bleached knots. I don't have the how-to again because I don't have the tripod and all of that. I'm working with the iPad, so that's kind of why it's kind of up in my face, and I don't have any special camera tricks or anything, but I can tell you things that are quick, that work, and that look really, really good. I'm sort of a perfectionist. I like to get things as right as I possibly can. As you know, when I do my videos, I normally don't even have on any makeup because I'm just not, I'm a glamour girl, but I'm a simple glamour girl. So when I go somewhere, I'll put on a little, but to me, a lot of makeup just doesn't look right on me. I look like a drag queen. So, with the makeup that I have on right now, I have little freckles that I don't really like. All in through here, a couple on my nose, a couple over here, and then like a dark, little teeny dark spot here. So what I use for that is, it's called Full Coverage Concealer. It's by NYX. And I think it was like $4.99 at your local beauty supply store. It is a cream. Sorry. It's a cream, and you can use your finger. Initially, I used this to touch up the bottoms of my eyes here, like this. And I use my ring finger to kind of smooth that in. But I've noticed that it works better with a brush. This is a kind of a short bristle brush, so I have more control. And I just dab it in and touch the spots where I want the coverage. And go under my eyes, around the top. And I do my eyebrows too, just so my eyebrows can look more defined. And I will do a tutorial on eyebrows as well. I don't really like the unibrow type of look, and it just doesn't look right to me. I don't like the whole paint over, because I can tell. I can always tell that on people. So, I do have some help with my eyebrows, but I'll show you a little small semi-permanent way to do your brows. Okay, so we have our NYX. It doesn't get really greasy or anything, but it works. So I do it under the eyes. I do it where I want some extra coverage, where I have any dots, freckles, dark spots around my nose here, definitely under the eyes and on top, because that's where the skin is a lot thinner. Then I go over it with my Wet n Wild. This is called Princess, and it's a bronzer by Wet n Wild. This probably was, I want to say, maybe $2.99. I take a big kabuki brush here, dab it in a circular motion in the product, and go over it until the concealer doesn't show, anything doesn't show. And this kind of gives me a bronze look, but it doesn't look like a cakey film on top of my skin. Okay. So that's what I use here. Now, for this same product, which is the NYX concealer, I also use that for my fake bleach knots. And what I do is I have an eyebrow angle brush. And as you can see here, I'll put it up against my skin. You can see the brush's angle. It is actually for eyebrows, and I have another one for my eyebrows, but this is specifically for my hair, because I don't want any other colors to get mixed in with it. I take it and I dip it in my concealer. The brush is angled, so it's going to give you a sharp, pointy tip. I take it in my part, only in my part, and I dab. this is how I came up with a very realistic looking part. Now, the concealer, to me, it's best if you get it a little bit lighter than your skin, because your scalp is always a little lighter, so you don't want it to be the exact same color. So I use a concealer that's a teeny bit lighter, and it's also by NYX as well. And I use my angle brush. It takes 5 minutes. Dap it. Go all the way to the front where it kind of blends in with the scalp. And can't tell. And I just, try not to get it on the hair, like the actual hair. But it really works. I do this with all of my wigs. You could do it on your side part, and as it gets older, it's kind of the concealer is a cream base, so it's not going to transfer off of anything. It's not going to rub off. It's not going to, even when I wash it, I can still see where my part was, because it's kind of cream base and it's kind of like more greasy than anything. And you just go down in it, and you might have to do it, once after every time you wash it. I usually keep my units on for like 2 weeks. If any time that I have any problems, I just touch it up, with my glue, because I like glue around the edges because it makes it lay down better. I use tape for the base to get it on, and then I use glue to stick it down because it really gets it down to my skin and gets the baby hair down. So some of this is my hair. I put it back a little bit just so some of my hair will show through, so it doesn't look like I created a hairline. And this is still the same unit again from My Wigs and Weaves. This is called Fergie. Again, she was like super duper curly. It was supposed to be wavy, but it was just too foofed. It was too big. I couldn't control the curls. They were doing whatever they wanted to do. So I had to straighten her out and just kind of do my own thing with her. I like her straight. But tonight I'm going to see Sparkle. It's like a charity event, so I am going to do a little razzle dazzle and get a little spiffy. I may put on a little bit of blush. I use Wet n Wild as well for that. It does not break my skin out. My skin is extra sensitive. And for the lip, I'm going to use Stila. And it is called Guava. It's really pretty. My lips are really pink, as you can see. So this is the Stila. And it's like $22. This is my favorite lip gloss. Goes on really cute. You can wear it every day. Tiny bit of tint. Nothing special. And it just makes you look more natural. More effortless. And that's it. So if you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. I'll be sure to get back with you. Let me know if you like my tips, my suggestions, or if you have any suggestions for me. Thanks so much, YouTube. Till next time, peace and blessings.